Hello, this is Shan Chandrasekhar welcoming you to another delightful part of our programming. As a part of our tribute to Indian cinema, we've featured some of the outstanding motion picture producers, directors, great movie stars, music directors, playback singers, variety of artists from different walks of life. We are delighted to present a young artist today who's doing extremely well. He's become a big success in a very short span of time, and we'd like to welcome to the show, Ashkin. Ash, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Ash, you've captured the hearts of millions of people around the world at such a young age.
Thank you.
Tell me about one of your latest ventures. You know, from what I understand, of course, TMO was your big hit, right?
Right. So, I think we don't know what a hit is until you hear other people say what their favorite song is and stuff. So, so obviously, I'm in Canada now for the first time, and the reason why I'm here is going to be because of these songs that I've sung in Bollywood.
Right.
I'd say that the most popular songs that I've sung would be the love kind of numbers, because everybody relates to love and romance. And what is Bollywood? Bollywood is love and romance. So yeah, I think TMO really hit home with the Valentine's Day crowd. And
you know, Delhi 6 puts you on the world map. Because you know why? It's a combination of you and none other than the great A R Rahman together, his music composition and your golden voice. That was a hit song. Tell us about your experience working with Rahman.
So there really is no one other than A R Rahman. I was fortunate enough to meet A R Rahman in London. So I'm born in London, born and brought up in London, as you can tell from my accent. Someone said, "Do you want to meet A R Rahman?" And I said, "Yeah." And I thought the guy was lying. So then I went to this house in London, and A R Rahman was there. So at that point, I thought I'm having a dream. So this isn't real. So you know the cliche of pinching. I did that, and I was like, I'm awake. This is A R Rahman, not his cousin or some distant relative that looks like him. This is A R Rahman. So he's like, "Can you sing something?" And I sang 2 lines of a song. "Would you like to sing in a Bollywood film?" I said, "Yeah." Next thing I know, I'm in Chennai, in India, recording a song which I have no clue what I'm saying, because I did not know Hindi at that time. I heard some Hindi on the radio, you know, like a Kumar Sanu song. Teri ummeed, tera intezar. You know, you hear things like this, or Dil Gira. You hear things up on the radio, but you don't know what they mean.
Right.
You just hear them. So you emulate them. And then here I am standing in A R Rahman's home studio in his house, recording a song which is written in Hindi and Urdu. That was the beginning of my journey as a Bollywood singer. He made me sing something I didn't know I could sing. He made me do something I didn't know I could do. That is who A R Rahman is for me. And that means more than anything, in terms of more than his music, more than his artistry. when someone does something like that for you, it just means the world. Because you know, in my one life, he changed the course of my life. I was selling laptops in a shop when I sang that song. So A R Rahman really just changed my life. Dil mera, dil mera, dil mera, dil mera. Oh, dil mera, dil gira kahin par dafatan, जाने मगर ये नयन तेरी खामोश जुल्फों की गहराइयाँ हैं जहाँ दिल मेरा.
Brilliant, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You know, it's amazing. You've done so many songs now, so many recordings. The song that does not have rhythm right away off the top, you don't have percussion instruments and all that, and you're starting off with something with just prominence to your voice and the lyrics,
right?
And then there is very light minor instrument behind.
So,
but the actual rhythm joins you later.
So what happened in this song? It's funny you mentioned that. You're you listen very, very sharply. It's only a singer that says, "Ask me what you said." Nobody asked me this. What you're asking me is very fine detail. I'm surprised we even got to this. I thought we were going to be talking about I love you, Salman Khan all the time. Okay, so I'll tell you since you asked. When I recorded Dil Gira, there was nothing there apart from tang daga 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 daga. That was all that was there.
Right.
There was nothing else there.
Right.
So when I recorded this song, and I was not allowed to go Dil Gira kahin par dafatan. I wasn't allowed to sing. He said, Ash, the song's a dream.
Right.
Abhishek Bachchan is in Times Square with Delhi.
Right.
On the side.
Right.
So I said, okay. First of all, I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm singing. Why am I here? And then on top of that, I'm getting instructions of Abhishek Bachchan, and I was like, Abhishek Bachchan, that's Amitabh Bachchan's son. Am I singing for him?
Yeah.
You just don't know the magnitude of what's going on. I was like, yeah, I'll just sing it how I know it. So I thought, how do people sing when they're in a dream? So the mic was here.
Yeah.
I sang literally here.
Right.
At this level. Dil Gira I sang there instead of going Dil Gira kahin par. So I was thinking, if I'm singing in a sleepy state, sometimes we hum a melody before we go to sleep, record a voice note.
Yeah.
You'd sing like that. So I sang it free tempo.
Yeah.
The brilliance of A R Rahman, he made the music after that. If you heard the beginning, I do these ad-libs. Dil mera, all these kind of ad-libs. I put these at the end of the song.
Right.
Because at the end, he said, okay, Ash, you've sung the song now. Now do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because he knows I'm from a gospel choir. So I'm into all the show-off kind of moves.
Sure.
So I did it at the end, and he smiled at me. He's like, okay, I like this. Then he put it at the beginning.
That's fantastic.
So he genuinely wanted to showcase a new talent. He picked me from nowhere.
You know, now let's go on to the next big hit of yours, Dam Maru Dam, right? I
was called back to Bombay to sing I Love You. And after I recorded I Love You for Salman, Ti Amo was just another song that was there. And they said, oh, Ash, can you sing this song? And I said, okay. I didn't know the effect Ti Amo would have on my career. I didn't know. I had no idea. I heard the song and I thought, what is this song? You know, it's cheesy. Why are they putting English words or Spanish words in an English song? And at that time, many people weren't doing this. So I just sang the song with no expectations at all. A friend of mine, I think Facebook or something, Ashu. So my real name is Ashutosh. They call me Ashu. Your song's playing on the radio. I said, no way. This song, Ti Amo, is playing on the radio. No way. They're not going to play this song. What kind of song is this? No, it's playing on the radio. And for the first time in my life, I heard, because after Dil Gira, I never went to India. So for the first time in my life, I heard my voice on Indian radio. And I was just like, they're playing me on their radio. A guy that cannot speak Hindi and singing in Hindi. Are they taking a chance with me? And they were playing Ti Amo on the radio. I was like, wow. Ti Amo is quite an emotional song for me, not because of the song, because of what I was going through at the time when I was singing the song. And I was literally like broke.
That's too bad.
And house got burgled, dad's not well, girlfriend left me. What else? Is there anything else?
It never rains, it falls.
I was waiting for a cloud to just follow me on my head. You know, the small cloud just rain. And then all of a sudden, I got this call from Arijit Singh. Now, Arijit Singh is the biggest Indian singer right now, I guess, in the world. But then he was assisting Peter, and he knew me because of Dil Gira. And he said, Ash, you need to come to Bombay and sing this song. I said, okay. So I came there, and in that 5 days, I recorded I Love You, Ti Amo. There was a song, there's a guy called Raghu Dixit. Raghu Dixit for me is a very important person for Indian music. I sang a song for him in Mujhse Friendship Karoge, and I sang Auntie Ji for Amit Trivedi.
The fact that an established good singer has really sort of taken interest in giving a lead to another colleague of his.
Of course, if it wasn't for Arijit, I won't be sitting here.
Well, that's a very healthy sign.
He really, see, I would still be the guy, see, A R Rahman gave me my break, and I would always be the guy that sang Dil Gira Dafatan. But if it wasn't for Arijit, because you have to understand, the industry does not allow singers in. They're very like, no, I want to sing everything.
Yeah, I want you to tell me about that. The Indian film industry, that I thought that was a very old tradition where there were bottlenecks, you know, in terms of talent being exposed. But now with the advent of television and its popularity in India, with enormous number of reality shows that have come in, there's an opportunity for people to really sing or express their talent.
Exactly.
How has that influenced the film industry?
Okay, so I think exactly, well, you've just said it in your question. You've just said it. The fact that a lot of people, a lot of platforms on television have given exposure to new singers. For example, Abhijit Sawant. Now, Abhijit Sawant is a very good friend of mine, and I wouldn't know him if it wasn't for Indian Idol, because there are so many people like that who don't get a chance, don't get light of day.
You know, you sing with so much feeling. What
happens? That comes from you as well.
Oh.
When you get to sing for someone that wants to listen, it makes you feel like singing, and that feel is feeling. And otherwise, you don't, you know, if someone, like you play guitar, I heard you play guitar. Now, these viewers have never seen you play guitar, but my aim is to make you play guitar one day on this same camera, with this same cameraman.
It'd be a pleasure, but I haven't touched it for quite a while.
So, well, that's
But
fun.
I used to love music, and I still love music.
Exactly, and you had a band and everything, that shows you love music. To really appreciate something, you need to learn as much as you can about it. I never appreciated, for example, broccoli. But when someone told me about certain things about broccoli, or they cooked it a certain way, I started to like it. I think that sometimes it's the way some things are presented to you.
I'm glad you said that, but you know, I love music, but I still don't like broccoli.
So okay. If you look at Mehraba in Bang Bang, I sang for Hrithik Roshan. I'm just lucky they used my voice and his body.
Do that for us. Just do the opening for that. That's a beautiful song.
Okay, so Mehraba. So I was just saying, I'm just lucky they used his body and my voice and not the other way around.
No, you don't
want to see me coming out of the with my one pack. Here we go. So the song's called Mehraba from the film Bang Bang. And it goes like this. I can't remember the scale of the song. I'll sing the female part as well.
Sure.
Dil ki mange thodi thi kam, har dua bhi thodi madhyam, तूने कांधे पे सर झुकाया जब.
You know, you did a great tribute to the late great Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, who is, in my opinion, one of the topmost singers internationally well known Sufi music. the particular song that you took and you did as a tribute to him, you sang that song beautifully.
Thank you.
So tell me just the opening line of that.
So, Sanoik Palchana Naave.
First of all, what motivated you to do that?
So I was asked by, in England we have the BBC.
Right.
So we have a BBC Asian network kind of radio station.
Yeah.
So they said, Ash, it's Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan's death anniversary, and will you do a tribute song? So I was really hesitant because I can't sing someone like a great song. I don't want to spoil a song. So I was thinking, what song can I sing? I don't sing Sufi. So what can I sing that will match? And then I heard Sanu Iqbal's one of my favorite songs. So I was like, if I was to sing Sanu Iqbal, how would Ash King sing Sanu Iqbal? So I just did a version with guitar and flute. I recorded it in 3 hours and I just sent it. And they posted it online and everything, and people seemed to like the song. I sing songs because I love singing, and I really want to sing them genuinely. I don't want to, I don't want to shortchange my audience. You know, I'm not desperate to sing all songs. I sing what I like, and if anybody likes what I sing, and they come and watch me, and hopefully I can entertain people. So Sanu Iqbal was the same thing. I thought I'll sing it my way, and I sang it differently. I just sang it. How did I sing it? Sanu Iqbal chana naave, Sanu Iqbal chana naave, sajna tere bina, sajna tere bina, kise da yaar na pardes jaave, विछोड़ा ना किसे दे पेश आवे, ओ दिल कमला डूब डूब जावे, सजना तेरे बिना, सजना तेरे बिना, ओ सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे, सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे, Sajna tere bina, sajna tere bina.
Beautiful. What a beautiful song. You've also done your own compositions. You've done English compositions as well. Love is Blind. Now tell me a little bit about that song, and because it's, you did that, I think
years ago. So what happened with Love is Blind was I'm born and brought up in UK, London.
Right.
So I had no idea. I decided I wanted to be a singer. And I didn't know what to do. This is before Bollywood.
Yeah.
So what do I need? I need songs. I need to record my voice. I need a video. So I was trying to just become a songwriter. My first few songs, they were very cheesy. I'm too embarrassed to say the lyrics. Like I love you, you love me, love, love, love.
That's okay. Even the Beatles started like that.
So we made this song called Love is Blind. Now, so Love is Blind is about, we were in a house where the other guy was staying, and there was a girl living in that house, and she was dating a guy who we knew, a really nice guy, who we thought was a really nice guy. But then we found out that he was using her for her British passport.
Oh.
Because he wanted citizenship. So that was the kind of gist of the song. So the chorus on the song is, in Arabic, Ya Azizi is, I don't speak, anyone who's Arabic out there listening, I don't speak Arabic, but anyway, I didn't write this part. It's Ya Azizi Ismaili, I really don't want to see you cry. Then in Hindi, it was something like, very bad Hindi at the time, Mujhko samjho, dil pe mat lo, don't want to see another tear in your eye, baby break away, let him go. I don't know what he's done to you, but I know that it's time to move on. Girl, your love is blind. So the song's called Love is Blind. Ya Azizi Ismaili, I really don't want to see you cry. Dil ye bole bas ye jaye, don't want to see another tear in your eye. Baby, break away and let him go. Don't know what he's done to you, but I know that it's time to move on. Girl, your love is blind.
Well, that was very emotionally touching. That was beautifully done. You know, now it takes me back to the film industry and your success. Auntie G was another hit of yours. So tell me about that.
Auntie G. So around the time when I recorded I Love You in TMO, I had met Amit Trivedi like 2 years, like over the phone.
Yeah.
He was a up and coming director at the time. And I said, I'd love to work with you. He said, okay, come and meet me. So I went to meet him at the Dharma Studios in Bandra in Bombay. I went there and he was sitting there with a piano, as he always is. There was a industry known guitarist called Bapida on the guitar. Bapida is like a nickname for every Bengali. But this Bapida is quite known with his guitar. And Amitabh Bhattacharya, who's probably now the most prominent lyricist in Bollywood. And they were just sitting there working on this song. I hadn't sang anything like this before, so I thought the song was for someone else. I was just waiting. I thought he's going to ask me to sing a love song. All of a sudden he's like, okay, Ash, sing this. I said, huh? This? But it's too low. I said, I sing Dil Gira or Kisi Ka Sapna or Dil Ka. I don't sing down there. He said, no, this is your song. So I said, okay. So the song is on a lower scale for me, typically. And the funniest thing was the writer, Amitabh Bhattacharya, is an amazing writer. He's written most of the hit songs that you guys will be listening to. He explained the lyrics like this. I had to write them down. So, Abhi bhi hai jawani, zara si hai purani, hai phir bhi jawani hani ji. Something like that. He was so serious. Like, patali nahi jo, kamare teri teri to kya. And I'm like, how can you say these lyrics in such a serious way when these are so it was my job to make them, you know, very, like, believable. So if you listen to the lyrics in the song, they're very, like, so the song's Abhi bhi hai jawani, zara si hai purani, hai phir bhi jawani. Bollywood is a school for me. I've learned so much.
You're very modest when you said that you didn't have a formal training, but the truth is you have a lot of pedigree. You have roots there because your family has roots in art and culture very strongly, and music especially. There's a story that in your family, I think it was your father or grandfather, I'm not sure. Ravi Shankar was a close friend.
Okay, that was my father, yeah.
That's your dad. You know, he would come to his house, and then George Harrison came to your home.
Once in the limousine. He didn't come inside. So what happened was, we knew my father was being picked up for a BBC recording or something. And all of a sudden, see, you have to understand, I lived in the bottom half of a house, we had 2 rooms. And it was a really, really small, tiny road in Wembley, which is a very Gujarati area. I'm half Gujarati, as you know. So I was there, and all of a sudden, a limousine came down that road. It's unheard of. Like, the road is like so slim. I don't even know how it came, because you can't turn around a limousine. A limousine is very long. How's it going to turn around? He came, they reversed down the road. Me and my sister were looking outside, and my dad got into a limousine. When the door opened, George Harrison was there.
He had actually performed and acted in a movie where Salil Chowdhury was, he did the music. And your father had some role to play there as well.
So what happened there was, the film's called Parak. So the song, Oh Sajna, that song is from a film called Parak. My dad used to be Salil Chowdhury's assistant in Bombay. And during that film, there was a sequence where they had Lakshmi coming out of the ground. So they needed a devotional song. So my dad, in my family, our tradition is kirtans. So they said, Shankar, that was my dad's name, hey, you go and sing. So he just went in there. He's already a Brahmin, he had this thing on. He just sat down. And he sang this kirtan, Teri Leela sabse nyari Lakshmi Maiya.
You know, we're doing a tribute to Indian cinema. That's why, you know, your father's role was important, because there's some history in your family. You paid a tribute to Kishore Kumar. And you re-recorded one of your favorite songs of Kishore Da. So tell me about that song.
I recorded a few songs, not just Kishore Kumar songs, but other ones as well. Kishore Kumar is like, obviously because I'm related to him, it means a lot more. But also, I just find him the ultimate thing of, if there was supposed to be one thing left in history that tells you
Maybe
about...
the public should know as to how you're related to Kishore.
Okay, so my grandfather and Kishore Kumar's father were first cousins.
Wow, wonderful.
So he was a Ganguly as well, just like me, Ashutosh Ganguly, Kishore Kumar Ganguly. So my dad and him were second cousins.
Right.
But their family used to live in UP. My family was from Kolkata.
Right.
And when my dad was in the industry, he used to see Kishore Kumar there and stuff like that.
Right.
Although Kishore Kumar was in his own world, he had his own things going on. But that was just a bonus. For me, I mean, even if I wasn't related, Kishore Kumar for me is, if there was one thing remembered about Bollywood or Indian film music, if there had to be just one thing, I think it would have to be Kishore Kumar. Because he just sums up everything.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying he was the best filmmaker or the best comedian or the best, but he did everything. And in terms of singing, he could sing anything and it would sound good.
Absolutely.
He had his own style.
Yeah.
He had full meaning. It wasn't about the film, it was about him.
You know, you just mentioned that your dad's name was Shankar, but you know, that reminds me, you just did a song for Shankar Ehsaan Loy, the great music directors now, and Shankar Mahadevan is one of the most talented musicians in India. So tell me about that song and your experience.
Okay, so the song is unreleased, but the experience is, I can definitely speak about. So I've always wanted to work with Shankar Ehsaan Loy.
Yeah.
Being a singer, every singer just wants to, even to meet Shankar Mahadevan is a big thing. So when I got a call from him for a song, I was like, hi, is this really him? And he called me and I went and I sang a song for him. It was so intimidating being recorded by him. I've worked with everyone at that point, but to be recorded by one of the best singers in the world, not just in India. Shankar Mahadevan is one of the best singers in the world. And it was so intimidating. So yeah, I recorded for him and hopefully I'll do some more work with them.
Tell me, you've done recently, you know, like your song for Salman Khan was a big hit.
Right.
So tell me about that.
Okay, so I guess the biggest hit song that I have, I hate using the word hit song, but hey, we're in a commercial world. The biggest hit song I have is I Love You.
I love you.
For a few reasons. Firstly, it had Pritham doing the music. Secondly, it had Salman Khan as the actor. Third, it was in a film called Bodyguard, which everybody saw.
Right.
And I was literally drafted in last minute for this song. There was another huge name singer who sang the song, and they took his voice out and put my voice in there. So I'm basically the original singer of I Love You. And that was really hard for me to digest. I was like, you're taking his voice out and putting my voice in there. Are you serious? But Salman Khan decided that he wanted the I Love You part to sound authentic. He didn't want an Indian accent on the I Love You. So he wanted a genuine English accent to sing I Love You. And Salman Khan is, no one's going to mess with him. You know, he really knows what he wants and he gets what he wants. So yeah, the song I Love You, I sang for him, and I'm lucky I sang that for him, because for my whole life I'll be singing that song on stages.
Now, you've done live events before in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
So tell me about, you know, the experience that when you go live on stage, because you know it takes guts to perform live. A lot of other people can sing in a studio atmosphere, but to go live on stage requires a different type of, you know, mindset.
Okay, so when you go into a show like with a big audience, you have to bear in mind that you want to connect with this, you know, you want to connect with your audience.
Sure.
What's really important is the sound system.
Right.
If the sound system isn't good, then they can't hear you at the back, or you know, they can't hear you properly.
Yeah.
Apart from that, it's all on the performer. You know, you have to come with some energy. You can't be intimidated by people that want to hear you sing. I think when you genuinely have worked hard on what you do, and you genuinely believe in what you do, there's no reason why you should be nervous when you do what you do.
Ash, it's an absolute pleasure having you in the program. You're one of the most talented people I've come across.
Thank you so much.
God bless you, and I'm sure you're going to come out in flying colors. We're going to keep hearing more and more wonderful things about you. Great hits, great new releases. All the best again.
Thank you. It seems like a lot of pressure, but thank you very much. It started before I met you, actually. So when I walked into the building, I was looking at there was a room which are various articles on some of the work you guys did at the beginning. So the thing that stuck out to me the most was you had a vision, you know, decades ago, and you invested in that vision. Not just money, you invested your time and your belief. Most people don't invest enough belief into what they do, they just invest money. And I think that it's such a great thing to see, not just what you've done here, but anyone who invests belief into what they do and they see it through the hard times, you know, through the good times and the hard times. They see it through and they have something at the end. And it's a journey. You're still here today. You're still going to be here for the future. And whatever happens, you stand for something. And a wise person once said to me, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I think that this is an example of standing for something and creating such a great platform. And I think that what you have here is you have something that can really showcase different aspects of our own country to us. And to say, we're not just one state, we're an entire country, we're an entire subcontinent. I think that what you have created here is a great platform that people can learn about different styles of music within their own country, because it's just one country. And people talk about, you know, wars over borderlines, but, you know, look at what you have as well right now. Instead of thinking about the land trying to fight over like Kashmir or something like that, look at what you have within India. Are you really exploring it? Do you really know your country that well? And very few people can say they do. So one thing I'm learning right now is I try and explore India as much as possible. And I try and listen to as many different and understand different styles of music. And I think from your network, I think it's a great network that showcases that. So I love what you're doing, and I love what your company is doing, and I love what you've set out to achieve and achieved. And I really hope that you continue and for decades and decades to come.
Wonderful, very sweet of you. Again, want to wish you all the best.